Hi guys, Dave from Dave's Home and Garden Service. I'm just going to mix up some fuel for my whippersnipper, and one of the questions I always get asked is how much oil do I put in for my two-stroke fuel. So there's four-stroke and two-stroke. So most of your whippersnippers, hedge trimmers and all that, most of them are two-stroke. So that means that they have fuel, oil in the fuel, and so if you don't put that in, you'll wreck the engine. So you've got to put the right amount in also, otherwise you'll foul up the plug and it'll get all smoky, and even it won't work sometimes. So what we've got here is it's actually the oil to fuel is normally expressed as a ratio, like 25:1, 50:1, 40:1, and that depends on the make of your equipment. Like if you don't have an instruction manual, if you've bought it new and you've got the instruction manual, it will say it in the instruction manual. But if you don't, just a quick Google of what sort of equipment you're using, and it will tell you somewhere there what ratio to mix your oil. It might be 40:1, 50:1, 25:1. I pretty much mix mine 25:1. So we've got to figure it out. So I'll start off with a calculator for all you guys that don't like maths, and we're going to start off with a litre. So 1,000 millilitres, 1,000, and the sum is you divide it by 25. So that's 25:1. That equals 40. So that's 40 mils per litre. And normally we mix up two-stroke fuel in a 5 litre container. I've got 5 litres of fuel I prepared earlier. So that's 40 mils per litre. So all we have to do is times it by 5 litres, and which equals 200 mils. So if you're doing 50:1, you would find out how much. You start out with 1,000 mils for a litre, and then divide that by 50, which equals 20, and we're mixing it up into a 5 litre container again. So times that by 5, and in 5 litres of fuel, for a ratio of 50:1, we put 100 mils, but at the moment I'm doing it for 25:1, so that's 200 mils. And you can buy this at the service station, something like this, that's 200 mils, and you won't have to measure it in that case. Or if you do, you buy it in bulk like I do, you have to measure it. So there's my measuring jug, and there's 200 mils. So and the other thing is to make sure that everything you use is clean. You don't want rubbish going into your fuel. So wipe that out, make sure it's clean, and then pour in a little bit less. Got to make sure it's fairly accurate. Like I said before, sometimes if you mix the fuel wrong, it won't go. It'll be too smoky. Put a bit much in that. Got for 200 mil. Pretty close. And we just pour that in here. I always put the lid on and just give it a bit of a mix up. Mix the oil around and it's ready to go. But the other thing you can do, if you want it cheap, you can buy a little thing from Bunnings that's got little marks on it. That's got the fuel ratio on the side, but you can't read that now. But it has 25 to 1, 50 to 1, 40 to 1 for 5, and it's mixed for 5 litres of fuel. Because the container normally for 2-stroke, most people use 5 litres. So this is set up for oil marks for 5 litres of fuel. But if you don't have that, you can use your calculator and figure it out and use your measuring jug. So that's how you mix your fuel.